It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Thursday, September 29th. I'm James Spann. As advertised, a delightful day today. Coolest air so far this season. Nice weather through the weekend, but we need rain. Drought conditions are worsening. What about the prospects of any wet weather next week? And the latest on Matthew. A lot of things to talk about. Matthew now a hurricane. So here we go. The water vapor satellite view, and boy, that looks good. Nice upper low over Kentucky. Big trough over the eastern states, pulling down refreshing air. Highs so far today, mid-70s as of 2:30. Birmingham and Anniston 75, Tuscaloosa 74. The high only 69 at Haleyville. Way below average. We ought to be in the low 80s this time of the year. Around the nation, you can see that much of the country in refreshing autumn air. Flash flood watches for parts of North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Utah. Chance of severe storms, a marginal risk over West Virginia and some of the adjacent states. Also a marginal risk over parts of the Southwest. But rain, we just can't buy a drop around here. This is the rain for the next 5 days. This is the rain for the next 7 days. Just nothing. Big amounts north and east of here. And again, the new drought monitor came out this morning. We now have the extreme drought in those areas of red, defined for parts of Jefferson, Shelby, St. Clair, Blount counties near the Georgia border. And I'm afraid it will only deteriorate because it sure looks dry even beyond 7 days. And keep in mind, October is typically the driest month of the year. Off in the tropics, Matthew now a hurricane, top wind 75 miles an hour, moving west at 17 across the Caribbean. Check the latest modeling here, tropical models. All the dynamic models take it across the eastern tip of Cuba, across the Bahamas, and then to a point very close to the east coast of the United States. The two models you see there that take it into the Gulf, the Limited Barotropic and the Clipper, no worries with those. The Clipper is not a dynamic model. That is a statistical model, and the L-bar traditionally does very poorly, so confidence is very high. This will not be a Gulf of Mexico system. The GFS Ensemble, this is the 12Z. All the members keep it way east of the Gulf of Mexico, but notice the spread. One takes it into Charleston. One takes it up into Wilmington. Some take it up toward the Outer Banks. Some keep it offshore. This will be a very challenging forecast for our friends on the eastern seaboard for next week. I mean, this is going to be a big headache. Intensity guidance, this will likely become a Category 2, maybe reaching Category 3 status. Of course, there could be some interaction with Cuba. We'll see how that all plays out, but certainly it's going to be a storm to watch. Here's the official track from the National Hurricane Center. That sharp right-hand turn begins this weekend, coming up over the eastern tip of Cuba by Monday night and Tuesday morning. And this will create major impacts over eastern Cuba and Haiti, with potential for wind damage and major flooding and landslides in those areas. And again, our friends on the East Coast will have to watch this. Let's take a look at modeling. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Upper low still hanging around. Another beautiful day. We start the day in the 50s, the high in the middle 70s. Both the NAM and the GFS are at 75. Basically, same thing we have today. Saturday looking good. The high will be around 80. We start the day well down in the 50s. The sky sunny, the humidity low. And Sunday, another beautiful day, sunny with low 80s. Go to next week. There's Monday. We'll creep up toward the mid-80s. Here's Tuesday. Fun thing to watch on that Tuesday map. How about a big snowstorm back in the Colorado Rockies if this verifies? That'll be a whopper of an early October snowstorm there. And then we've got Matthew coming up through the Bahamas. Wednesday, still snowing in the Rockies. Matthew moving north, and this is Thursday of next week. Got a trough axis west of the state, and Matthew is right around Cape Hatteras. Wow. So, again, whether it makes landfall or doesn't, we don't know that yet, but that's a possibility. But again, for us, we're still dry Thursday with mid-80s. We'll check the end of the forecast period. This is Sunday, October 9th. A 588 ridge building here, and that's going to keep us dry. The GFS has Matthew out of here. Thought I'd show you the QPF for the next 10 days. The rain, valid through Sunday, October 9th. Again, that is very discouraging for a state that desperately needs rain. Nothing for most all of Alabama. I just don't see much chance of rain for 10 days. Numbers next week, warmer, highs in the 80s, lows upper 50s, and low 60s. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.